Guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. A lot to dive into and discuss on this one, as we're going to be talking about this EA partnership organization stuff once again. A lot of these teams that are now getting support. Also, we've got Scrim Results. Also, we've got roster drama. Also, we've got Hal commenting on the roster drama. We've got debunks of the roster drama. We've got pros that could be going to XYZ team speculations, and then obviously pros coming out and speaking on those as well, to giving us a little bit more of a clear direction as to where they might go. So a lot to dive into and discuss in this one. If you guys want to step today, all things Apex Legends esports related, of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this. First thing I wanted to make mention of were the pro league results last night for the Scrim. So Moist Esports first place, E8. This was a big one. E8 has been doing good in the PSQ results now that they don't have to play in the PSQ because they already qualified. Now they're in Pro League. E8 doing really good in the Pro League results, which is a little abnormal for them, and I'm happy for them as well. So good stuff out of E8. Second place is a pretty good finish. Dark Zero also in third. Furia with a much better night. We haven't really been talking about Furia lately because they haven't really been exceptionally well. And now obviously fourth place is really good for those guys. Happy to see them doing pretty good and probably exceeding expectations. We even saw their official account had posted a little meme about it as well. So good stuff out of them. Hopefully they can keep this up as well. Also wanted to mention the PSQ results because it's a pretty big one. A lot of these teams are going to be battling it out this weekend once again. 9 Lives is expected. Now they did win the PSQ scrims again, and they are expected to probably qualify also because they are really good and got second place, I believe, in the last PSQ. They almost beat E8 in it as well. BR Kittens also, I believe, made finals in that PSQ. And then also pretty much all these teams that you're seeing here. Nukes, this is Anmu's team. Like, literally all these teams are pretty, like really even on this. So we'll see obviously how it goes. But yesterday we had the big announcement for the EA partnership organizations. And there was 2 teams here that obviously we were looking out for, DSG and FaZe. We don't know the FaZe roster. We don't know their FaZe lineup. We don't know who they're announcing. We don't know who the team is that they're looking at. Also DSG, we don't know who they're looking at either. So this kind of begs the questions, and I've got my own speculations that I guess I will discuss here. But Chrono put out a good piece. It is another speculation piece, basically saying the biggest speculation for him is that DSG might be picking up Sweet and Nate. This is huge for the esport moving forward. And although it is huge, we now know that it seems like Sweet and Nate are not going over to DSG. And here's where it comes from. Minus Tempo posted earlier that with some announcements coming out today, here's his educated guesses. Frexes posted that they were looking for an org. If you guys did not see this, him, Phony, and Zainu are not going to FaZe. They are not. They already posted they are looking for an org for year 4, and their DMs are open. Phony said the exact same thing. So it seems obviously that those guys are not going to be playing under the FaZe banner anymore, which opens the conversation back up to Snip3down. Is Snip3down going to be playing under the FaZe banner? And that one is not clear at this time, although Snip3down has confirmed that he's coming back to competing. And we'll talk more about that in just a second. So Frex is obviously looking for an organization. This means they're not playing under the FaZe banner, which leads to point 2. Number 2 is that FaZe is listed as a partner team, which means Snipe has to be teaming with the duo who currently holds a spot. Only Sweet fulfills this requirement. And so basically the way I assume that this means is that you have Phony and you have Frexes taking the FaZe spot, because basically Phony, Frex, and Snip3down were the FaZe team, and because those 2 out of 3 basically like majority rules, they qualify as the FaZe Pro League spot. So I think it kind of means that like Snipe loses his Pro League spot. Same situation that we thought was going to happen with RKN and Zenial, basically when the whole Coiful thing happened with Sentinels, and we thought that he was going to have to go through PSQ. Basically, it means that if FaZe is going to be continuing with Snip3down, then he might be having to look for a duo who already has a spot. Who has a spot? Sweet and Nate has a spot. So that could be a potential. But he also says that, this might mean that maybe FaZe goes a complete different direction. Maybe they get rid of Snip3down too. Who really knows? This means, he says, since Sweet isn't going to DSG, and DSG is listed as a partner team, so he believes that basically Sweet and Nate are going to FaZe. Then this would mean that DSG must be signing already there DNO, Flat, or Meat. Now, of course, we highly doubt they're signing Meat, because why would you? Or Flat. Flat's a good team and DNO's a good team. But if you're really being honest, already there is the most consistent Pro League team right now. They are doing really good in scrims, have really good results. So why would you sign, no offense, but like, why would you sign Meat obviously when they haven't had like any good results at all? So already there just makes the most sense. I feel like this would be a really good squad for DSG, because they're free agents, and they're kind of like having to prove themselves, but like, to be fair, they have really proved themselves very much so lately. Now here's where the confirmations come through though. He says there is a chance maybe Snipe is playing with Monsoon and Lou. but since they have a spot, which would result in Sweet going to DSG, but I just don't see Mon leaving Complexity. Sweet says he got all 3 of those wrong. So basically saying every single thing you said here is completely wrong. Someone said, Bullet said that you almost had the DSG one correct, which I'm really confused about. So really interesting stuff to see though, but it seems like all 3 of these are not true according to Sweet. Now, of course, you know, Sweet's been baiting a lot on the timeline lately with the whole organization stuff. So who really knows what's going to happen? But it seems like maybe that there's not going to be a FaZe snipe down this year, possibly. And of course, we know there's not going to be a FaZe phony or Frexes either. This FaZe roster might go a complete 180 and sign someone completely different. Also, we had Imperial How comment on this FaZe situation because, like I said, Snip3down did say that he was coming back. He is playing again, looking for team for the upcoming ALGS season. Need to feel confident enough to give it my all. So if you're interested, then my DMs are open. But you had Hal also commenting on this as to what actually happened with this roster. And I did not, of course, we knew that there was like stuff going on in the background. Snipe said he might not be teaming with the boys this year, all that stuff. But I did not know that this was going on. Regarding Snip3down and FaZe basically having 2 different split decisions. One side wanted to get rid of Snipe, one side wanted to get rid of Frex. Here's what Imperial Hal had to say. Roll the clip.
Just fucking have the door catted up, get res, nuke their shit after that. Like, my god.
I think FaZe like released their roster since they dropped Snipe, or we're trying to.
Sometimes, you know.
But basically, like,
pause.
Eyes up. Incoming
What?
replicator.
No pause.
What are you doing to yourself, bro?
basically like one
Just me against the world.
like one side of the team wanted to drop Snipe, and the other side of the team wanted to drop Frex. And I guess FaZe just dropped them all together. And I don't know if FaZe is picking up Sweet or something. I have no idea. But yeah, basically that's what it looks like it happened.
So obviously it makes it seem like, you know, you might have a situation where they just get rid of all 3 of them and pick up a brand new squad of 3. That's very possible. And to be honest with you, that's what I kind of felt like was most likely anyways. But of course, no one really knows. This is so much up in the air right now. So much rumor going on right now. There's just really no way of telling for sure until you see these official confirmations. Of course, now we know that Sweet had said that he has official contracts in front of them. They're ready to go. Multiple offers standing right now. So we'll see how obviously everything goes moving forward. And I wouldn't look too far into this whole partnership team and like they got to go to one of the 12. There's just a lot of teams that are still really good right now. Like Oxygen is still a big organization in this scene. You can't count them out, and they're not here either. More teams are going to be added to this. Complexity obviously still not here. Many other teams are really big. Sentinel still a big organization and not here. So I wouldn't say that it has to be one of these 12. There's still some really good options out there that are not one of these 12. So interested to see what you guys have to say down in the comment section below, and who are your roster predictions that have not been announced yet. Interested to see what you think, and we'll see you all in the next one. Take care of yourselves. It's Vibrant Eye, only positivity, and until the next time, later Gators.